I'm Sim.
And we're
Wizard Core, a duo of friends. Oh, you want to go?
You told me to go. It's been like 5 episodes now.
Like,
every time we
always
fuck
up this. We just go.
We're a duo of friends that like to do a bunch of things with people we really like. Today we have some of those people. Here they are.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm Laurie Foster. I own a comic book company called Laguna Studios and third-party logistics company, and I ink and edit and write and model and just a lot of stuff.
Hell yeah.
I do as she tells me. Yeah.
Smart man.
Do you have a name? Do you have a name?
Sometimes. I've known
Nice.
by many names. Okay. It depends on who
I'll
I'm
fade your
talking
name
to.
at like your full legal name just right over your face.
Yeah. So
Phone number, everything.
Yeah.
Social security.
yes, my government name is Eric. I
Yeah.
am co-owner.
There's a
and-
PDF dossier linked in the description.
So yes, I'm known by many things in many different scenes, but for this one, I'm known as Eric.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah.
We met you guys through our friend Crystal, who we've also had on the podcast once, and we
Yeah. She's more behind the scenes with a lot of the stuff you and I do these days. But
Yeah.
she's been wanting to be on the podcast for a while, but the opportunity just hasn't occurred.
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I just need to get like the little backpack with the leash for Kristen.
Yeah.
The Laguna backpack.
Yeah.
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 And just we'll be like, all right, we have an hour. We're gonna sit here and talk for an hour.
We're just going to talk about whatever. Movies, whatever.
It's like a carrot on a stick, but it's a labubu instead of a carrot.
She
Yeah.
could use a break anyway.
So have-
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of that, of like needing a break, I feel like, including Crystal, I feel like everybody we know that does anything, including ourselves, has been so goddamn busy for like 6
Especially
months straight.
You got being here.
Especially you guys. You guys have been really busy.
It just keeps going. Like, it's like we think we're busy, and then they're like, oh wait, this is not it. We're going to get busier, and it's like we're already sitting here at redlining at peak capacity, and it's like, don't worry, there's more. And then what do? You're just like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that like work, like life ethic. It's like when it's so close to stuff that you love too, like comics and stuff. And for us, it's like filmmaking, and it's like it's trying to also find like the middle point, so it's not that you don't start hating things that you love. When you like make your passion your job and you're like hobby.
It's like it's a delicate line, but also on the other side of the coin of it is it's like part of my brain chemistry, and it doesn't allow me to feel successful. So I don't know if you guys have any thought of that. It's like I'm just like on to like the next thing, so it's kind of just like, yeah, I'm making money doing comics, which is something like every 13-year-old kid wanted to do, and I'm doing it now. And at this other time, I'm kind of just like, that's kind of cool. I'm like, my brain's always looking for the next like celebratory thing, and it's kind of like, I don't know where I'm going, but like, I don't really hate it, but I also like I just sat there all day kitting together little prints, stickers, bookmarks, all swag that we've been needing to do for like 2 years. I just sat there and kitted it up. I'm like the CFO of this booming company, and I'm doing this. And I'm like, I stopped doing it to come in here and hang out with y'all, and I feel like I didn't do shit today.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that job I did in there was just like I was fucking off. There's so many other things to do. But she goes and tells me at the same time, it's like, no, it's like you didn't just do nothing. Like, it's like just because you didn't hate your job doesn't mean you didn't do anything.
Right. Or when we're writing. Yeah. Like we'll sit down and have writing sessions, and then he'll be like, we weren't really working. I'm like, we are working though. This is
Yeah, it's different when you start getting into doing, whether it's with y'all, comics, or with us, like video and whatnot. It's different when you start doing it more as a job, because I feel like we're so accustomed to working in fields where the work itself feels like work.
Yeah.
But when you start doing even the things that do feel like work, doing what we all do, it doesn't feel as much like work, like what you said, because we enjoy doing it, but also the things like the more, I guess, menial things that like need to be done that aren't like, oh, we're writing something or drawing something, like, you know, when you're organizing things that need to be organized, like even that feels like it's like not good enough for your time to be spending on, but like you need to spend the time doing it. What I mean when I say not good enough is like it feels like, because, you know, I still technically do, but I ran like a house cleaning business, and there were a lot of moments over the course of like a year and a half in particular where I would like be constantly working on like everything, and part of the reason why I was because it seemed like no matter how much of my time I filled up with work, it never felt like I was working. And this is different because that's a different industry, but it felt like I was never doing enough because I was one of the people responsible for it happening in the first place. And it's kind of strange to like describe it, just to describe that feeling to other people that aren't in that position.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I open the room now.
I was just going to say that it's like, well, when it's your job or it's like something you're working towards consistently, like to get to the next thing, like when you're done with the day and you go home and you want to relax, the last thing you want to do is work. And then if it is like involved with work somehow, like movies or like videos, comics, it's like that's the last thing you want to do when you get home is like, oh, it looks like more work too.
Yeah. Even just like what we're doing right now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like I feel
I feel that.
You know,
yeah.
we're hanging out and
Yeah.
it's like I'm having fun. And I'm like, oh, I shouldn't be doing that over there. But it's like, this is actually more important for my role in the company than it is for me to sit there and just kit little things together, you know?
Yeah.
It's like...
Well, I feel like we're all brainwashed by capitalism.
Fair enough. Yes, 100%.
And so
Yeah,
we're
pretty much.
born basically with this like guilt if we're not being productive.
Yeah. And if it's not like making money either, it's just like like you can't. Your passion can only be your job for so long before it's like, how are you going to start making money off of this and stuff like that? And you can't just do it for the love of the game anymore, you know. And that's when it starts to seep in of like, what if I hate this? I don't want to like push to do stuff that I don't want to do in something, even in the same realm of like what I enjoy, you know, of like, I don't know, like doing videos for certain people that you don't want to do videos for and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
the
you're
passion's
like,
not there.
you show up and you just shoot and you're like, okay, I'm done. Like, here it is. But like when you have that passion and you're shooting for people that you like and that you want to work with, you can bring it and you can do stuff. Like you want to be more creative with it too. You don't want to just get shot A, shot B, shot C, and then be like, okay, here it is.
Right.
And so
I think another aspect of it too is that Sim and I and you two and like what we do as like individual groups, like we're the leaders of like Wizard Corps and like the movie things that you and I do, and you guys are the leaders of Laguna and everything going on here. And there's this, I'm not sure if I know quite.
Oh wait, did we say the name of the comic yet? Shout out Laguna.
Yeah.
I think I said it when I introduced myself.
She introduced herself. Yeah.
We're shooting here.
They publish comics. Is that like the generalized word to use for?
Yeah,
y'all do way more than that. But
Yeah.
Right. We create and
Obviously.
publish comics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah. But what I was getting at is that like there's this, it's kind of bouncing off of everything you guys have been talking about, where it's like when you are when you're in a position where you're leading something that's more creative, it's like, I'm having trouble describing this. You are responsible for making sure that everything gets done and making sure that the vision behind everything is done correctly, or at least to the best of everybody's ability. And in the process, you need to bring on, as we all have, people that aren't just like the two people or the singular person that has started the thing. And you literally wind up becoming a manager to a certain extent. No matter, I mean, you and I, co-directed things. Directors are basically managers in a way. Managers with a vision is basically what it is. And with y'all, it's kind of the same thing. And there's this inherent thing where it's like, okay, so I know with you and I, it's like, okay, we wrote a script or have this idea for a project, or even with like this more recent, the very recent stuff we've been doing, it's like we'll go out and shoot some stuff really quick. But you have to like spend, especially like at the stages we're all at, you have to like spend a lot of time communicating with people about logistics and vision at the same time. And that part of it is necessary, but that's the part to me that feels the most like work. Because it's one thing when like if you're in like a writer's room or something, like I've been in with all of y'all actually, where like it's about getting the creative juices flowing and whatnot. But then it comes down to like, in our case, it's like, okay, how are we going to pay people? How are we going to get the equipment ready? Who can even be a part of this project logistically?
Scheduling,
when are we going to do it? How are we going to locations? How are we going to feed people? What's the editing going to look like? Are we promoting it to film festivals? Are we not promoting it to film festivals? It's like all this extra shit that you have to think about, and you're like the only people thinking about.
Yes.
Because everybody has their specific jobs, right? There's like, you got your actors, the art directors, stuff like that, and you got to think about all of it. You got to well, we're not a big production company, so we can't just hire.
But we've done
that makes it even harder because
you're
you're not a big production company.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like now it's like now, as you guys know, as y'all are growing too, now we have to prioritize our time as leads and shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, now, we started in my garage, and it's like, okay, now I cannot just sit here and toil around. I have to go and lead that room, or I have to do, like, I was kitting all that stuff up because she's in here running this room, and usually it's like, oh, we had one project at a time, and now it's like we have 10 at a time, and so now, like, we have to realize that we're not going to be in the same room working on the same projects at all, and we're like, okay, there's parts of this company and parts of this this circus, if you will, that we don't fucking know what's going on. There's parts in that room where Evan's in there, and I don't know what the fuck is going on, and I'm like, this is mine. And this is the first time I've had something of like my project, my vision that I am not 100% in control of.
Yeah.
And you're like,
I think a big thing is like letting people in too. Especially if you've been working so long, or at least had the idea bug for it for so long, and then it starts to come to fruition.
Yeah.
And
I feel like you and I are in what I would say are the beginning stages of that happening, specifically because of everything that's been happening like the past month. Because after what happened with Bunny, you guys know this already, but like the second video in particular that we made for Bunny really popped off.
Yeah.
And since then, we're experiencing a lot of people reaching out to us, and even, I say a lot of people, we know that a lot of people want to like get in contact with us and work with us now, even more so than they already did, like the people we already knew. And we literally, before we started filming this, we're having a conversation about like, okay, like we're gonna have to like literally like hot swap each other. Like, you're gonna be filming something, and then you're gonna have to leave. I'm just gonna take over filming more stuff, like on the same day, because we can't get our individual schedules to align to where we can just be there together. So we're like co-directing it.
Especially with like school for me and your job for you, and it just never aligns correctly to be like in the same place, same time for like that long. While we're trying to like do what we actually want to do as well, which kind of like trying to fit it in, which also makes it feel like work. And then you just gotta, I guess, keep just going and just mentally like prep yourself to like not hate it.
just thug it out.
Like, you just have to keep going. I'm just like, okay, I'm just assuming everything's working in that room over there. I'm assuming everything's working in this room over here. It's like, and I still have like art to do, and I've never ever had a real job where I can like create my own stuff to get paid, and it's still not clicking that I can just come in here and do what I need to do and be fine. You know? Like, I won't get in trouble. Like,
you're who's going to get you in trouble?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
It's just like, weird.
I think that's just an ADHD thing over time.
Yeah.
You know, you just, everybody who has ADHD feels like they're in trouble
With somebody.
Oh, yeah, constantly. You know, just... Did I make you mad? You mad at me? No, what gave you that off? You just seem mad at me.
Yeah, you just seem mad.
I'm like that all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you mad? What's going on?
Yeah.
Then you're also like hyper focused when other people like shift in energies, and you mainly because you like think it's you, even though it's probably other shit too.
I have such a problem with that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That exact thing of like thinking I'm the problem and I've had to like train myself to be like, no, you're not the problem. It's like me talking to myself in my head, just like, no, you're not the problem.
Right.
It's just like, yeah. So,
having those mental conversations with yourself about like
live
like,
in the moment.
You ever do that in the mirror where it's like I don't know if you've ever seen
Kubrick
like,
staring at yourself.
Yeah.
Just...
I was related to, I don't know if you've seen Parks and Rec, but when Rob Lowe's character is like super sick and he's like looking in the mirror and he's like, stop pooping.
Yeah.
And I think about that all the time when I was just like, what is wrong with you? Just some mornings when that hits and you're like, why?
Just chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
Stop for a second.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Mm-hmm. Just having mental issues.
Yeah.
And then being in charge of yourself and your company, and you're like, I need an adult.
Yeah. Dude, it's the worst when you look around and you're like, it's me.
Fuck, I am the adult. God damn it.
Yeah.
That's how it feels here. I'm just like, oh shit, I'm last line of defense. Like, there's no one after me. This is it. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I know, like, when we filmed Party Monster, that was a big thing. What you just said about, like, we're, like, the last line of defense. There were a couple of moments where it was, like, you and I... Well, this happened beyond just Party Monster, but in general, I know that's a thing that you and I have experienced, where it's, like... Because most of the projects you and I have done together have been specifically, like, Sim and Patrick have, like, written, or at the very least are co-directing this project and are producing it. And it's, like... the buck stops with us a lot of the time. So, like, I remember in particular on Party Monster, there were, like, a couple moments where it was like Crystal or somebody would come up. It wasn't just Crystal, like, multiple people were, like, coming up to both you and I individually, while, especially during Party Monster, because you had to act at the same time as directing. Mm-hmm. And then I was mainly just directing.
Would not recommend.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was mainly just directing, my back was, like, killing me. So like we're both having people come up to us and we're just like, Jesus Christ. Like we're just trying to like stay focused and like just fucking tug this train of a project on our backs. Along with everybody else, obviously, but we're like in the very front, just like, come on!
Yeah. We have to go.
Yeah.
We have to do this. There's nobody else here to wrangle anybody. It's
I think Crystal helped out big time with people wrangling, though.
Oh, yeah. So did Lo.
Yeah.
Lo really helped on, like...
Yeah,
like,
both of them.
Like, the day that we shot the stuff...
At the I will never forget the bonfire pulling up, because I had to leave to go grab more equipment with somebody else, and then we came back, and, it's in this big open... like field with a bonfire going on. Mm-hmm. And she's waiting as the cars are coming in forever, because we had like 15, 20 people on the set like that day
at once
to film.
That's not that's everybody.
That's like, everybody. Yeah. That was everybody. That was the extras and
the
stuff.
Extras and
so she knew she would like her job was to like keep everything. And I just remember being in the like middle of the night, dark, getting out of the truck, and she comes up and she's like, "Excuse me, sir, are you here for the residents or for the filming process?" And she like had a little notebook. I was like, "Lo, it's me," and she's like, "Oh, shit!" Like she couldn't tell, but she was like so professional and just like hit all the points and was just like, "Oh, please do like blah blah blah, sir, blah blah blah," and I was like, "I'm here." It's like get him on set.
Yeah. That project really opened a lot of doors for you and I, including meeting y'all.
Yeah.
Like, really, the main
get
thing.
it. Yeah, I'll end it.
Yeah. The main thing it opened was like, besides the project overall being successful, was like the people that we got to meet.
I think that was a big one.
And are friends with. That's been like the biggest, for me at least. That's like the biggest like long term thing from that is like, oh, there's like a community of people that like we know
that do dope shit.
That also do cool things.
Yeah.
That
It's
we,
like we can
enjoy being around.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Were you gonna say something?
No, I was just agreeing with your statement. Exactly. Do you want me to say something?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good old Adam Driver meme for you.
Oh yeah. So how are y'all?
I feel like we slipped it. I started rotating like this
Yeah,
way. We
both
slipped
started,
it
like,
like
turning
so.
toward each
What are
other.
we
It's
going to
like,
talk about?
Yeah.
we turn away from each other like we're having a conversation right now.
But see, I was there for Party Monster. So
Yeah.
I was, like,
Yeah.
I was there. She wasn't there, so I was like,
No, I want to be there, though,
Yeah.
next time.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, the next big project doesn't require as many extras, I think.
There's
There's
a couple roles.
But there's other things
that
that
we
we're
have
doing
in
that's
mind
not
for-
the bigger project that we have
Yeah, yeah.
more recently decided to start doing.
We have a lot of.
There's a
projects
lot of things
locked
happening
and
right
loaded
now.
in the because surveillance. Oh shit! Oh, I mean, we've announced surveillance.
Yeah,
right?
well, the movie it will be called Surveillance.
Yes.
We're doing.
Well, you can just bleep that out. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Spoiler alert! It's called surveillance.
Yeah,
What does that entail?
yeah,
ruined.
yeah. But we're trying to do more like short, like actual short
Shorts.
ideas,
Yeah.
like under 5 minutes in between doing the
Yeah.
bigger things because it's been like since we finished filming Party Monster. It's been like almost literally a year now. And we've been doing the YouTube stuff obviously and we've kept up with doing the podcast, but we have really been struggling to
Takes time to make movies.
Yeah, and
takes
especially
time
to
and
make-
effort. I'm sure you guys know that
Yeah.
about building
Fucking
all kinds of
comic books,
different. I'm
man.
sure
Yeah.
you know.
Always
And this
behind.
next one to make it is going to require, as it's happening, it shouldn't take like a tremendous amount of time to like shoot, but to like get everything together and to like make sure that when we're filming the thing, it's all like working smoothly has been and will be a feat, but it will be awesome in the end. I know that much, but need to send you all the script, by the way. But
Yeah, that'd be fun if you guys check that out. Give us,
yeah,
give us
a
review.
letterbox
Yeah, I was
review.
about to say, give it a letterbox review.
yeah.
Just imagine the Muppets old men.
Yeah.
It wasn't half bad. It
We're
was
just
all
recreating
bad.
There Will Be Blood with Muppets.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. But it even includes that little thing I made for y'all the other day, whenever that
Was that yesterday? I have no
whenever that
concept of
was.
time anymore.
Yeah, whenever
It was
that
like-
was.
Oh my god!
I
right?
think it was
Yeah.
Tuesday. It was
Yeah.
Tuesday.
I think that's a whole side effect to that, like just being constantly busy too, is just losing absolutely any concept
Chunks
of
of
time or
time,
like where you're
yeah.
at. It's like I know it's October because Halloween
Yeah.
stuff is out, which
Yeah.
is sick. Like my favorite holiday. Other than
Yes.
that, it's gone from me.
Yeah.
Like I can't even believe it's almost like towards the end. I feel like we
Right.
just got in here.
How
Yeah.
did we get to
Yeah.
October?
Yeah.
Where's the rest?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah.
we entered this year like we're gonna make so many movies, and then we
Yeah,
blinked
yeah.
and you're like, the year's almost done. We haven't done anything.
Yeah, that's how we were about
Yeah.
comic books. We're like,
Yeah.
we're gonna be putting out our box set of comics, issues 1 through 100, and here we are. Okay, here's issue 2.
Yeah.
No, that's we were
Yeah.
in exactly the same boat. We were like, we're gonna do a short, like a month, even like we were doing.
We're gonna do a short a month.
We're
Yeah.
gonna do like a 5-minute short a month, which is people have
Now,
done it.
it's
we just
more
don't
doable
have
now that we
the
like.
time
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
like you said, just like
A big problem was that like the things we wanted to do back, not even a year ago, were like a little bit too grand for like the time span. But we've had conversations with each other now where we're like, okay, we understand like the time limit and like the scope for like the smaller things, and the big things is where like, all the extra effort we'll like go into, but for the time being, we'll like make fun little things in between, while also working with other people like you guys and whatnot that we're gaining opportunities to work with. So that's the end of my thought.
I'm trying to hold in a yawn right now. That's why I was like,
I could tell it was something, and I was like, he either has a real like. He has like a thought cooking or something else.
no, it was like, I don't want to just yawn in the middle of your sentence to be a dick, you know? Just be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah. But I'm sure it's the same kind of thing for y'all, as you guys have said.
Yeah, well, like I tell people, we every year, like December, I make a production schedule for the next year for comics, and by February the entire thing is scrapped.
Yeah.
Like I try to plan. I'm like, okay, we're gonna release these 2 comics this month, and these 2 the next month, and these 2, and then like, I mean, you guys know you're wrangling teams, and the teams don't always do what you need them to do, and then they're gonna be late, and then someone has a personal thing, and then that's gonna be late, and then and then Trump makes another tariff, and then you can't print your fucking books, whatever it is.
It's like, now papers cost an arm and a leg, and you're like, fuck! You know? It sucks.
Yeah.
And then you have a nicotine addiction. You're just like, all the good vapes are from China. God damn it.
Like, I watched this fucking movie the other day that made me think. I forgot to tell you about this. It was a horror movie on, I think it was on Amazon or something. It's a horror comedy that is like, it's called Found Footage, and they're making a horror movie. It is a found footage movie, but it's also called Found Footage. They're making a horror movie that then become like a horror movie. And then as soon as they start filming and things get intense with the filming, they all start ripping cigs. And I was like, that is so fucking accurate. Because we we were in the heat of Party Monster, dude, half of the cast were just like, power through, just ripping fucking
You and I
packs.
were also like freshly post-divorce.
Yeah.
So it's that combined
but everybody
with
else started smoking too, like as the time went on, and as like things got more stressed.
For sure.
People got more stressed. We were all just, and I was watching this movie, and I was like,
that's the most accurate.
That's the most accurate shit. It's just like, as soon as like production starts to have trouble, everybody's just ripping cigs, you know?
Yeah.
No, it makes sense. Yeah.
You're just like, every stall, every time it's like we don't get the page we needed, we're just like, Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck dropping his Dunkin' and shit.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like Eric's gotten, when he started doing this with me, it was like there were a lot of panic attacks because, I mean, with the logistics too, like, we're supposed to get a big delivery of 100 boxes, and and you only find out a week before, and then the day before, it's like, no, never mind, it's coming today.
Yeah.
And it was panic attack. And now he's like,
shit happens.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's like whatever nerves cause that anxiety gets so overwhelmed that they just burn out, and you're just like, whatever.
Right. You just become desensitized to it. You can't panic anymore because there's so many random little things that could go wrong. It's like, fine, okay, whatever, fix it.
Yes, that reminds me, I was thinking about something you were talking about, scheduling. I wish I could remember exactly what I heard, but the point of what this person was talking about was that they were saying, like, because people always talk about like 5-year plans, not just for business but for life and everything, and somebody was basically saying that like that literally never works because you can't predict that far in general with no matter what's happening, so you kind of have to like play it weirdly by ear all the time while still having an intention of what you're wanting to do. Because it's not even just about like the thing. It's like, even if the thing itself goes well, there will be either the obvious one, which is like shit getting in the way of that getting done properly, or another opportunity will arrive as the thing that's already happening is happening, and you want to like take advantage of it, but then it affects everything. So you just kind of have to like, to start doing something and just make sure to not stop doing it, if that makes sense.
Well, I would say like 5-year plans are like it's like perfect weather plans. It's like
Yeah.
this is what you
Yeah.
do if everything goes right. But like you said, like Trump's tariffs, and then like COVID was a big like hit a bunch of industries, and you have to like learn to adapt and over like that pushes everything back and all kinds of stuff.
And then like like LLMs like ChatGPT and Claude and all of them coming into play over the past like 3 years more, however long it's been. This past 5 years have gone by like
it's like there's
incredibly
just
fast.
certain factors you can't plan for.
Yeah,
but I think it's good to have like at least knowing what you want to do, right? Like that overall purpose.
You're just
even
then it's like there's no way to tell how you're gonna get there.
Yeah. I mean, some people don't even have their purpose yet. So I mean, we all started somewhere well off. At least we're here doing the stuff that we love to do. Even if it is work, it's like.
Well, even this exact podcast was how you and I started doing anything together, like creatively again.
After we both got divorced, we were like, we got to get back because we stopped trying to make movies or do anything creative for like the longest time.
It was like 6 years.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Sometimes the marriage just doesn't work, and you guys have to split up, and then you find it.
Yeah, and then
we get married.
And then now, now you found your
initial marriage,
heterosexual platonic life partner.
No, exactly.
Sim, I know what he was talking about.
Yeah, and then you get married again, and then you hook up with a fling from the past, and then you realize you need to be making movies.
Yeah.
Correct. It's the divorce to fling to movies pipeline.
Yeah, obviously everybody does it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like that one big event that you're like, you know what, let's just jump it.
Yeah, I mean, we had talked about it, and then we had made like a horror movie trailer, a fake horror movie trailer for.
That was like the last thing we made before.
Yeah, and that got us hyped.
The great silence of Sim and Pat.
No, first it was remote that like crushed it. It was remote, and then after it was remote before or after I deployed, because when I came back from deployment, I was kind of all weird.
That's a good question.
I think it was before.
I think it was right before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, it was after.
Was it during?
No.
Or sorry, during. Sorry.
Yeah. I flew back. I flew back to make it
guys.
No, I think it was after.
That like left my mouth and I was like, that's wrong.
That's not the correct answer.
But yeah, remote, you guys don't know what remote is, but what?
Oh, yeah. For context, remote was a short that we tried to make, I think in 2017, 18.
I think it was in 18.
Then it was probably
2018.
Then it was probably after. Because we did Helltown before, and then remote after, because we liked it. And that's when our other friend left us. We were a different production company with a third person that left, like 2018 before we did remote.
2018.
But we went all out on this short. Like, we had the script. We spent a ton of money. We rented an Airbnb for like a week.
You rented an Airbnb. I didn't.
Fair enough.
We
got all new camera equipment.
I agreed to that happening. I didn't want to make it sound weird. I agreed to that, but you're the one that spent the money on it.
Yeah. That sounds even more weird.
Yeah, I know.
I agreed to this.
Yeah, no.
This was consensual.
I just sat in the chair.
Right.
I'm just gonna stop talking every sentence. Like I'm not. Yeah.
The audio is gonna be somewhere else.
Explaining this backstory.
Yeah. No. And then we spent all this money. We got all this new camera equipment. We had a ton of people come try to help us out, and it just failed. Completely. It was just a waste of. It wasn't a waste. We learned a lot of how to fail, and coming back, and then kind of like learning what not to do. But I think we talk about sometimes how, I mean, not to cry over spilled milk, but we were like, I think we were down and out for too long after remote. Yeah. And we were just kind of like, got too hard on ourselves and then just drifted. That's what like formed the drift apart. And then, life happens and then life happens and then you meet back up again.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
remote now famously between you and I is the one time that so far that's occurred at all, not just in like
that
our
we were
career,
mad at each
but
other
we were like
for like
legit mad at each other.
Yeah.
On
We were in this
set.
cabin at like
Yeah.
3 a.m. on set, just like, Patrick, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And it was like, and then he was just like, I'm trying to edit this fucking thing. Why are we trying to fucking shoot it? And I'm like, I'm fucking acting in it. I'm doing all this. Yeah, like, we were.
Passion and
Yeah.
emotion
And
because
then-
like you both care.
Yeah.
And then there was like, I remember it was like after that happened, you and I just stopped talking. To one
Yeah,
another
we stopped talking for like
hours.
Yeah, for a couple hours. We
like
just stopped
went to
talking to each
opposite
other.
sides of where we were filming, and
Oh
we
my
just
God.
didn't talk to one another because like it was like 4 a.m.
It was a hell of a production
God.
schedule too,
God,
because
it
you
was-
were,
it was-
dude. You didn't
God.
get any sleep during that
That's
week.
part of the reason why I was so
Yeah.
fucking pissed off.
He was working
God.
a job as well, and so this cabin was like 2 or 3 hours out, like out in the boons.
It
And
was on
so
the
he had to
south-ish
drive in the
out-
morning to work, and then
Working
drive
8-hour
back to
shift,
shoot the
drive to
night.
shoot.
Jesus.
And then so he was getting like 2
Get,
hours
like,
of
2 hours
sleep.
of sleep and repeat for like 5 days in a row.
Yeah.
God.
You ended up staying at the cabin for a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
You and another one of our friends.
Yeah.
Who brought a girl back.
Dude, that was one of
That
the
was
weirdest.
a-
That
that
was one of the
was
weirdest experiences of my
the
entire
weirdest
life.
what
shoot.
happened?
So the Airbnb we rented, that was like the cabin we were shooting at.
I was so pissed
Yeah.
at him too. I was just like, you brought a girl
yeah.
to an Airbnb that we're shooting at?
Basically, I knew that I wasn't going to. I was going there to. I traveled there so that I could sleep there and get up and start helping you guys in the morning. That's why I was there.
yeah.
So I arrived, and I don't remember what his name was, but he was in there.
Yeah.
And there
We
was
don't
like
have to name
just a random woman was with him, and I was like, I honestly can't. I was so tired. I can't completely remember exactly how this interaction went down. But long story short, I didn't really say much because I was so goddamn tired that I was just like, I like texted you about it, and I was like, this is weird. Good night, and just just like hit the fucking mattress, and woke up the next morning,
Yeah.
and I don't remember what happened.
He was our makeup guy. Honestly,
He made a cool fake hand.
overall, dope
Cool
guy.
fake
I worked
hand.
with him a long time too because he was also in the army with me. He was another comcam guy, but he was super into like practical effects, and he, we made like a fake hand that we got to mangle, like we stuck it in
Yeah,
a
yeah.
garbage disposal to like
Nice.
fuck it up and shit, and it like it was like it looks
Didn't we
sick.
also make another one to like stab through?
Yeah,
like, the
stab
palm?
through it. Yeah. That's also where I stabbed my actual hand.
I think I still have the footage. of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Dude, you were so.
Was it to like to make it sure it was realistic? Like, okay, it has to look like this.
No, it was a scene. It was a scene where
It's worse than that.
it's
worse than
so
that.
worse than
Yeah,
that.
so
Because I don't want to
It's-
admit that I was also drinking on
Ah,
set because we were in the
hell yeah.
cabin.
yeah.
Yeah,
But-
that's professional. I
Yeah,
like
dude,
these
100%.
Yeah.
When you're playing a drunk teenager, you get drunk.
Yeah, you're a method actor.
I'm
Yeah.
method.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
And there's this sequence in the script that required me to play the knife game.
Yeah,
I was
five finger fillet.
I
whatever
got
it's
yeah,
it.
called.
five
I was
finger
like, I got this. I can do this.
I remember literally like looking at you like, "Are you sure you
you're
can
like,
do this?"
I don't think you can do it. I was like,
Yeah.
Patrick, shut the fuck up and
Yeah.
film me.
Yeah.
And
His
I
eyes were
literally
no longer
went,
blinking in sync.
I
Like-
literally went, straight into my middle finger and then
And
kept
kept going.
going because I didn't register it.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can see it on the footage of
I'm
me
like-
just going, stabbing and then just going and then it just starts
Bleeding.
bleeding.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
And I'm just still going. And he was like, Sim, I think you stabbed yourself. And I was like, oh, fuck.
yeah.
Like when fucking anyone want to fight the master?
I thought it was fucking Bill Paxton and Aliens.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my god.
Why is the room getting spinny? You're bleeding out, man.
There's 2 hands now.
Get your hand out of here, asshole.
Didn't we have to do that again too?
Yeah, 'cause I stabbed
we didn't
myself.
get it. Even if you stabbed yourself, like we didn't get you like really like doing it.
Yeah, something happened where we
Yeah.
had to. I didn't stab myself a second time.
No.
Okay,
It
I was
happened,
careful.
It happened once.
But I think I put a Band-Aid on, and you could clearly see a Band-Aid in the next shot that we had to use.
Yeah.
So
this footage is sitting
like the worst editing.
Yeah,
we still have all of
this
this.
footage is sitting on a hard drive somewhere.
Yeah.
That I have. I know I have it.
Yeah.
I just don't remember where it is. But
It was, again, we look back on it like great learning experience.
Oh, yeah.
At the time, it was a shit show.
I just remembered this. There was a I can't remember who was getting somebody. We were in the back of the cabin. There were like the exterior lights, and it was like the last morning, or like again like another 3 a.m. morning where we were shooting stuff before we had to like leave. And the lighting apparently, like I was walking out there with like whoever had the camera. And they were like, "Oh, the lighting looks really nice." And like, "Can I get a shot of you real quick?" And that shot of me, I look so fucking pissed off. I'm literally Kubrick staring at the camera. I'm like running off of like 5 hours of sleep over the course of 5 days, just like.
You're like not really
it's
there.
This like orange light.
This is the last known photo of Patrick before he murdered the film crew.
Yeah. So yeah, long story short, it was a learning experience.
It was. It was. Still
Yeah.
a dope idea. We'll tell you about it off camera. But you guys have any crazy stories? Like just a complete shit show of a catastrophe?
I'm trying to think of. I don't know if I have one that crazy.
Yeah, he and I have a habit of just trailing off.
Yeah.
No, like not like professionally. Of course, there's the crazy stories of youth, but it's just learning through here, man, and trial and error, and just like especially with issue 2 of the run, because she did issue 1 by herself of Hardier. That's our flagship series. That's all the kimono and all this art over here. And then issue 2 is with us both writing it and together at the same time, so it was a little more smooth, but it's still like, what it was. And now we have issue 3 with the same team we're going to do, and the artist is like, "Oh, yeah, it's going to be better this time, trust us."
Right.
It's going to be better, and we're less like...
Basically what happened for Heart Eater 2 is Patty Arroyo is the artist, and she's absolutely phenomenal. It's like some of the nicest art I've seen inside a comic book.
I had to go to the bathroom. Do you want me to take this so you can hear everything and all the water splashing and,
You just put it in
screaming
your
and
pocket.
grunting.
Yeah.
So for the second issue, like I said, the art absolutely incredible. But like I had budgeted 3 months to get the issue done, and it has been more than a year. It took, and we ended up having 3 different colorists on that issue because it just. Patty was coloring it, but then she was coloring and drawing, so she had too much to do. So then I hired another colorist, and that colorist started having, personal life issues. So we had to hire a third colorist to try to make everything look consistent, like one person did it.
Like have quality control, basically.
Yeah, and I mean, try to make it look like the same style because not everybody colors the same way, the same style. There's cell shading, there's all the lighting, but we did it, and we released it a couple weeks ago, basically.
The digital's out finally, and
but it's just been like I feel insane because I went in, with a team who I had hired to do it, and then came out the other end with almost a completely different team to get it done.
Yeah. I mean, sounds so like just hectic, I understand that entirely of just like, I don't know. I lost the thought. I had
understand.
Dude, I had it
Yeah.
locked and loaded and then misfire,
That happens a lot.
You go now.
Yeah.
You speak.
Yeah. Regarding being a colorist for comics. So like, my question is like, it has to do with that like quality control, consistency. Like, what do the conversations look like that you guys are having with, at least with the colorists?
Yeah.
Like what does that conversation look like?
Well, I guess it goes in portions because the conversations that happen here do not get transferred to the team and stuff like that, because it's like, if like I'm the main creative director, so everything goes through me first, and I'll pace around, and because no one else is here, I'll just like be like rapid fire if everything
He goes on a rant.
is wrong, and then it's her delicate job to take the
The rant.
the caveman rant and anger and all the critiques and make it into something presentable that an actual human can listen
Comprehend.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of just like,
Why the fuck is this like this?
Yeah,
Who the fuck does it this way?
Yeah, so
Hey, I
it's just
understand
this,
it. You
this
know, sometimes you
ADHD
just gotta
like
get it out
rage
that
pit,
way.
and I'm just
Yeah.
like, I have to do it this way, and then so she's making these notes while I'm just like pacing around like an insane person. I have to pace,
Yes.
otherwise it doesn't work. And then it just gets transferred over, and then she's just like, "Hey, could you do all this?" And I'm just standing there like, and it's like coming through, and it's like, it's like it's funneling down, and then it gets compressed into this nice line,
And it's calm.
and it's calm.
But something I wanted to mention too, in terms of consistency. So we do a lot of not safe for work books, and a book that we're currently working on has a lot of sex in it, more than we would usually have.
Yeah.
And there has been consistency issues with pubes disappearing and then reappearing.
Yeah, so it's awesome. So what did you do for work today, Eric? Well, I had to comb through panels of this amazing illustrated porn and be like,
Hey.
all right, no, his pubes are blonde in this one. They're brown in this one. Okay, no. See, the main vein of his dick is on the left, not the right. We gotta be. Yeah, I want to know, because there's two dudes in here. I gotta know which dick goes to which dude.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't be having, we can't cross the streams here, guys. Okay, we have to be efficient.
The
Like
kinds of conversations you
dick
never
dicks
imagined.
to
yeah,
see?
and then so
No.
it's like, then I'll be sitting here like toiling, and I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, something's wrong, and like it, like you see, like I'm what I'm staring at, and then like if you look at it as a movie, it zooms out, and it's just like this ridiculously pornographic piece, and I'm sitting there and being like, do I really like her makeup? And it's just like, that is not what people are going to be looking at, but it's like, it's like on one of them, they forgot one of the guy's tattoos, which it happens. They drew the guy fucking 50 fucking times. You're not going to nail every single tattoo, right?
And you're drawing them from different angles.
Yeah, different
You gotta
angles,
make sure it's on the right arm.
And it's just kind of like, just with these books, they're just like, I wouldn't really have to make these statements and things being uttered that you never thought would cross your lips. Like on one of the projects, again, like things that you're just like, why the fuck, what life am I living?
Yeah.
Is my wife's like, why are there 15 ball gags in the Amazon cart? and then I hear this and I'm like, what the fuck? And then she's going on and she's like,
about that.
then she's like, I thought it was weird because like you only have one mouth because she's autistic, so she's just going on. And then this is the first I've heard of it, so I'm hearing this now and I'm like, 15 ball gags. 15 ball gags. And then she's like, and then it was like, oh shit. And then it clicked that on one of our campaigns, one of the extras and stretch goals was custom ball gags. And then we were like, oh, we need to put them in to fulfill them with the campaign. And then she didn't push buy and then just left it in the family Amazon. And then just, there's all this like on the save for later. It's like,
I would love that conversation
Yeah.
with like someone else using them and be like,
Same
15
thing.
ball gag. It's for work.
yeah.
Don't ask questions.
Yeah, and it's like the people that come and work for us and like see what we're doing. It's just like, what the fuck is with these people? Like, like just like, oh man, like or going to work and being like, shit, no, that's. The dick is all wrong.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, or
Dick consistency.
like the
Dick
consistency.
That sounds.
Dick.
Dick consistency sounds like a Law and Order comic. like a not safe for work Law and Order. And
Yeah.
My name's Dick Consistency.
Condistancy?
Condictancy. There we go.
Does that?
See, but dick
I think I was
consistency.
trying to-
that,
It sounded like
I was trying to
Synecdoche, New York
yeah.
to me.
or it's the
Condictancy.
singer of a political punk band.
Yes.
Okay.
Dick consistency.
So many ideas are just
There's
flying right now around
honestly,
this.
Dick consistency would just be a great punk band name.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I would see a band called Dick Consistency for sure.
Just
But yeah, it's been pretty surreal.
just whatever, and then
Comic
like,
wise, logistics wise too, because that's a new thing that we're getting into. Just figuring out, it's not as fun as Dick's, I guess, but like figuring out boxes and figuring out how to make it so we ship stuff and it doesn't get ruined.
yeah, like people are like asking us, so like, oh, what are your comments on boxes? And I'm like, since I never wanted to become the box master. I don't want to be known for people. Oh, ask Eric. He's all about boxes. It's just like kind of like where you end up in life. Like, and now I'm like a box expert to these people. I'm like. Like really, yeah, sure. I'm a box expert. I'm just like,
Okay.
just how do you measure? Just put the fucking shit in the box.
So we are talking about actual boxes.
Yes.
Okay.
Or, yeah, well,
In this case, yes.
yes, and in all cases, yes, I am
Yes.
the box master.
Yeah.
Let's be fucking clear, okay?
that's
But
true.
yes, we're talking about packaging and shipping
I'm a box
parcels.
master across the board.
Across the
That'll be
board.
dick consistent, okay?
Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Whatever you're referring to in terms of boxes,
Yeah.
I'm the master.
Also something that we've just had fun experiences with is we work with a lot of romance authors, so porn,
Oh yeah.
and just having conversations. I've learned about monster fuckers.
Please explain.
Yeah, what is this like a series or is it like a
it's a whole genre of romance where it's like a woman
like Shape of Water or
and a-
something?
yeah.
Or Beauty and the Beast. Well,
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
But same thing.
yeah, sure.
They don't
I
go
will-
full Monty with Beauty and the Beast.
No.
right, but yeah, some of this stuff's like a woman and a minotaur, a woman and a
Hell yeah.
yeah, and it's a whole genre, and I was just like, this is cool.
All right.
I never
okay,
knew
all right.
about this.
So I'm going to tell you the name of the story. I'm just going to tell you the name of the short story. And I want you guys to tell me what kind of monster it is. Okay. It's called Unhinged.
Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, you guys need to know.
We
about
okay.
this.
We okay.
What kind of
hold on, hold on.
what
We
kind
need
of
to-
romance is
We
this?
need hold on. Sim, well, this is like a legit challenge for you and I because we could come up with some crazy. What it's unhinged?
The
Unhinged.
title of the romance story is Unhinged.
Is it
Okay, I'm thinking immediately doors, as in hinges. So and it's sexual.
Yep.
what it's
Okay,
it's a
the-
monster specifically, right? Or is
No.
is it just a romance?
It's
Unhinged?
a romance.
Is it a person that fucks doors?
Yeah, that's literally yeah.
Do you-
See, this is
Like
why
by
we're
the
friends
by
because
like-
you guys,
by the
you guys
knob,
picked
right?
it.
Yeah.
You solved the fucking puzzle.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
tell him
yeah.
what he's
Well, he
won.
solved it.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
well,
trying to guess how because it's like a
all right,
knob,
so,
a knob.
okay,
That
so
makes
this
sense
is,
to me.
No,
Yeah.
Do you
this is
remember it? Do you
this
remember
is
the
a. I'm
storyline?
hearing it from. This is a bastardized version of me hearing it from them, and then I might be embellishing it, but it can only get better. But the core of it is
It's a real book.
Okay, so all right,
Can
so,
we purchase it now? Or is it yes?
yeah, let me set the lore. You have to know the backstory first in order to understand.
Throw that shit up
Okay,
there.
so the lore. Okay, so Zeus, the guy Zeus, he was around for a while, so everyone knows he got bored and he fucked everything. Zeus fucked everything.
Yeah.
So,
Correct.
including a tree. Okay, so Zeus ended up fucking a tree, blasting rope into a fucking tree. I don't know I didn't know the details. I didn't ask. I didn't read it. So, fast forward all the way in. Now we're in modern times. Now, a door was milled from the wood
tree.
of the tree that Zeus blew his fucking load in. So now,
Just watching Sim's face.
okay, so
Sorry,
now,
continue.
apparently,
I'm just
okay.
nodding like, yes,
so now
yes.
I'm skipping very important plot points that make everything make sense. So excuse me.
No, you're good.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm just.
Okay.
I think
so
it
Seeds have
makes
been planted.
sense. Like as
So-
soon as you started explaining the lore to me, I was like, yeah, that adds up.
yeah. So the door is, I believe, the door is sentient, and it has to make this lady who fall in love with it, and
and have sex with it.
So she fucks the knob, so slob on the knob.
Knew it.
Okay.
I called the knob.
Okay, so then it
What about
turns
the
into, I guess, a demi-door.
No, it turns into a man.
But he'd be half god. So
Is he
he'd be
like
a demigod.
Pinocchio?
But it turns
Is
into
he
a...
attached to the hinge all the
He
time?
doesn't have... He's not
No,
like...
he like
just
turns
on the
into
fucking
a
hinges.
regular man.
Dude, what a
Like-
villain reveal that would be if he was just like, hello, and he like shut. It's like somebody,
Yeah.
I've been waiting for you, as it like shuts behind him.
Oh, yeah.
That's even better.
There's no escape. What do you mean? I didn't really think of this, but no, he's not attached to the fucking hinges still. Jesus Christ. How ridiculous. How ridiculous.
How stupid of an idea is that?
Like, oh my god, you make films with this man? But no, like, so, and then so it becomes the ultimate lover, her ultimate dream man, the door. But then the kick is, we can't just have a happy ending. No. She has to continue to fuck the door to make this guy be a man. So
Like, I think once a month he turns back into a door.
And so she has to
So she has to do it again.
blow the knob again.
Yeah.
Or the door stop. That has a door stop. That's phallic shaped. Boom.
yeah,
You
something
can
like
incorporate
that. But yeah, that's
that's a real
unhinged. And I'm like, I don't feel bad about looking at Playboys and penthouses anymore, knowing that these women are writing this stuff, and I'm like, you're telling me I'm bad, and I'm like, oh my god, there's so much more depravity, and I'm fine with it.
I think that's
Right. Women are depraved, and it's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
shitting
think-
on that at all. I think it's amazing, but getting into this world of romance, and they, there's big romance novel conventions, and everything's all pretty, and the special editions are all foiled and embossed, and people are getting gangbanged, and people are getting their fucking doors, whatever it is.
They're getting a
Hell
divorce.
yeah.
They're
If you
getting
have
their
a
doors
gift of
blown off
words,
the hinges, literally,
Right.
fuck, gotta blow it off the hinges, bro.
if you have the gift of words and you want to fuck a door, write
the
a
door.
book. Write a book about fucking a door.
Yeah.
Give it out to the world. Fuck it.
Literally. Yeah.
Literally.
So, and it's just like,
So wait, this is a comic.
No,
it's
this is a
book.
book.
It's a
It's a
romance
novel.
It's a
Okay,
romance
got it,
novel.
got it.
yeah.
Maybe we should adapt it.
Yeah, we can adapt it to a graphic novel.
Honestly.
You heard it here first.
Oh, I mean, dude, we'll make the short movie.
Yeah,
You do the graphic novel, we'll do the movie.
Yeah.
Dude, 50 Shades of Grey was a fucking hit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
honestly, we might tap into an untouched niche of just adapting
And
crazy
then the
erotic.
documentary about the film can be called Behind Closed Doors.
Yes, this is, you are 110%. I haven't heard one that good since mine.
Yeah.
Mine has reigned supreme.
Oh yeah, we can't
That's-
talk about that here.
No.
That idea has to stay literally behind closed doors because that idea is
Can't fuck that door though. It has to stay
no.
shut.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. That book sounds kind of rad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like I like how it leaves the woman in power too, because if Mr. Weredor fucks up, she's gonna be like, you know what, guy,
You just stay.
you're gonna. I think you're gonna stay on the frame for this month, and then she could just do her whatever she wants while he.
She literally locks it. And
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
You're just gonna be stuck here.
Yeah, it's like, is the deadbolt like a little cock cage, and she's like, sorry, bro.
I have not realized the amount of
Things on
analogies and
doors
euphemisms
that
you could make
I
between
didn't think
a
about how
door.
you could fuck a door until
Yeah.
you brought it up, and I'm like, there are ways.
There are
ways.
There are ways.
I'm like that.
Yeah.
I never thought about it before, but
Like
Now we know.
you could
Does
fuck a
doggy
door.
style have the dog door involved?
Oh,
Good question.
Yeah, with the door. Yeah.
that is a very good
I-
question.
I
Is it
guess it would
technically
be-
doggy style or is it some weird form of 69?
Would it
Yeah,
just be
yeah.
doggy door style?
It would be doggy door style.
Yeah, doggy door. Yeah, doggy,
Doggy
door
door
style.
style. You just
Yeah.
slap,
That's issue.
you just slap
yeah.
a dildo onto the like the flappy part, and it just you just keep shutting it over and over, and it just keeps swinging back and forth.
This
Boom.
man's inventive.
Yeah, and then you can do the French doors
It's a
where you
curse.
have like the 2-door action in it, so it's you know, yeah.
2 doors.
The menage a trois or whatever.
Yeah,
Dude,
the
don't get me
menage a trois.
started on the spinny ones. The hotel lobbies. those are for experts. I haven't got there yet.
You have to
Yeah,
level
we're
up
gonna need
to
the
there.
revolving train.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It's just every single one has a dildo.
They're hitting the entry,
That's for the
exit
sequel.
point.
You can take that. If they're watching,
Yeah.
you can take that.
I
Make it a
feel, I
revolving
feel like
door.
I feel like we have that with I do not like BDSM. That sounds like one of the machines, and I do not like BDSM.
Yeah, there's definitely some crazy devices. So we have
Try to put this without sounding too horrible.
it's a it's a book called I Do Not Like BDSM, but it's a satire work of Green Eggs and Ham, but it's about
Okay.
BDSM.
Okay. I do not like BDSM.
So
Got it.
he starts off and he doesn't like it, but in the end he is convinced to enjoy
I
it.
can see. Yeah.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Jeez.
Yeah.
This is what the 15 ball gags were for that Kickstarter.
Yes.
Sick.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
a
All
shout out
makes
to
sense
our.
now.
Yes, it's all coming together.
Right. But yeah, he has kind of like all these Seussian devices that would
And then
normally be like
the
cute
revolving
children's
door
things,
with
but
the
in this
dildo
case are
stuck to it
BDSM
is just like,
machines.
oh, that made me think about that. It's just like, yeah, just like the revolving, like you know, you can just hear the plaps and the slaps. Sorry.
That's another thing. Real quick,
Yep.
when you make comic books, you have onomatopoeia. So you have the sound effects, you have the blam and the
Oh
pop.
yeah.
But we're making romance comics
yeah.
now.
Oh,
So you gotta find sounds for everything.
Yeah.
So there's got to be sounds for everything. Yeah. So that's been a new experience.
what
So
is
that's
what is the
kind of rad,
the-
honestly.
a good one?
thesaurus of words that y'all?
A good one is a plap.
Okay.
So it's the plap. Plap. You know? So we use plap a lot.
Yeah.
I
Don't
feel
like
like
that.
plap is like a good
Spelled
like
PLAP.
baseline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what?
I'm trying to think of other ones.
There was one it's not in our books because I fucking said it was stupid, but I hated it because it was literally like they literally spelled out drool in drool, and I'm like,
Oh.
It
feel like
doesn't
it's-
make that sound though.
yeah, like it's not like
I don't like
drool,
that.
like it's like
It'd be
How
like
would you wordify that
I
sound?
don't know. I was about to be like, how would it?
It's like a squishing sound.
it's like a squelch.
Like a-
yeah.
Yeah.
Like just a bunch of consonants, like P's and F's.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
like you would be like SCHQRE, like
Yeah.
I feel like that's more like you're stepping on a bug though.
yeah.
It's very squish. That's more
Yeah.
like a squish.
I feel like Gert would be one.
Oh, one of my favorites that we've been using in our
I agree with you, sir.
friend group, the friend group chat is the glack. So
Yep.
yeah, glack
Yeah.
is when it you know that we've been whenever
Yeah.
and
Or
especially
gluck.
yeah and
Right.
gluck, but gluck rhymes with cuck, which is a good one too if you're
Solid.
but yeah so yeah.
Talk
Yeah.
about onomatopoeia.
Yeah,
Right.
but like so the glack is a good one for when it's like if you're eating a sandwich.
Eating a sandwich.
Yeah, you're glack.
You're eating a
Okay,
sandwich.
let me. So I
Roast
don't want to be
beef.
too perverted. I don't want to the crowd is. You know how people eat corn the long way. Do you guys eat corn the long way?
Don't do too many
Corn-
gestures or they'll use it as the thumbnail.
100%. Just the little ones. Just the mini corn.
Am I
type
the only
long
one
way.
that eats corn on the cob the long way?
Just
Is that weird?
Scrape it off. I did it.
I'm joking.
I know, but I'm like, describe it, Eric. Go into more detail.
Oh my god.
No,
I'm
but
basically doing it right now.
yeah,
honestly.
But yeah, so sex sound effects.
yeah, glack, plap. Oh, there was a good one from one of our colleagues once. I'm not going to name who, but you know who you are. Gloop.
Gloop.
Like imagine like GLOOOOOP.
Like capital O at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it has a ooh, so it's like almost like there's air involved, and that was expelling a cream pie, to be frank, of what that was supposed to be.
That checks out.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Boston or banana?
First one, then the other.
Got him.
Yeah.
So
First banana, then Boston.
yeah. But yeah, so the sound effects are definitely a
Things you have to think about.
yeah, because
More
of
than
course,
you'd
like
expect.
you don't want it to you don't want it to read as like that's stupid, like how I know that is stupid. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, they do know. But yeah, you have to think about it. It's like, does it actually make that sound? And then you're actually like how we were, where you made the fart noise. It's like, how would you actually spell that out?
Yeah.
And then you do it, and then you take it to somebody else who wasn't in the room and be like, what is that? And then you actually
To
like
see if it like clicks
yeah.
subconsciously
That's
for
like,
them.
Yeah,
having what is it? Test run it or
Yeah,
like get
your
the
vibe checking.
the beta
Yeah.
test of all the
Yeah.
sex sounds.
So,
Yeah.
So it's almost like, I mean, when to put it in direct running with your guys' situation, you're Foley artists and shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Like it's exactly
Sound design,
that sound
No,
design.
that's exactly.
Yeah,
I was
that is,
just
yeah.
thinking that right
Yeah,
now. I was like,
like-
it's basically sound design for comics. Is like trying to like think of what the sound. I think that's kind of like harder because you have to like physically show what the sound is, and then with like Foley, and then even like.
With Foley and sound design, it's
just
either you
like,
just
let's go
record it.
find that thing.
Yeah.
Right.
You either go and literally record
Yeah.
it, or you record a bunch of shit and just combine it.
Yeah,
in the
see that
software.
that sounds cool
That's
because it's like
different.
because the way I would like I like bridge those two, because if I was a Foley designer, in order for me to double check my own work, that's what I would do. I would make my noise and be like, hey Sim, what does this sound like? And you're like, I don't even tell you anything about the project. And you'd be like, oh, that sounds like, wet fart. And be like, oh, well, that was supposed to be a kitten or something.
Right.
Like, and then it gives you feedback
Yeah.
without like being that close. And so when we throw the issue in front of somebody else who's not writing it, and they're just like, they're kind of seeing it, and they're like, they see the action, and they're imagining what it would sound like in their head. They'll be like, oh, it does fit, or I can't register that with what my head hears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, the gloop, I'm like, no, man, that's not like it just sounds so cartoony. It sounds too
Right.
like you want it to be like cartoony, but not end up being just like funny about it or over like cheesy.
There's an interesting thing that we actually did on Party Monster for. I think we did it for your face when you hit your face on the tree.
You stack
in the
them.
sound. Well, yeah, but the sounds that we stacked, though, my point, which is bouncing off what you were just saying, is that like there's this weird thing when you're doing sound design for like video film, where like sometimes like the sound doesn't need to be the actual sound of something like happening.
Yeah.
If you can,
like nose break. That
yeah,
was
like that's why I brought the nose break.
A celery snapping.
It's like a celery snapping, and like
some flesh thing. It was
some
like
flesh.
I think it was like watermelon
and
stabbing.
just like a thud.
Yeah.
And like maybe one other thing, and
Yeah.
you just like line them all up.
It was
And
like
like add different effects onto everything individually, and it's all playing at once. So
So
it's
it's like
kinda
a
combined.
track. It's just like a track session.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's crazy.
It's
So,
all
like-
individual sounds that are just all layered on top of one another,
Yeah.
and the track just plays it all at one time.
Because that's a whole nother thing about sound design that I didn't. It's like, yeah, you're trying to get the like nose break sound, but what that sound does a tree make when it like gets hit with a face? Like, how do you find that sound?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
are you just
Right.
gonna go
But, like, and then,
bang
like,
the tree, or
also,
is it,
like,
a
when
thud,
you-
or, like you have to kind of like. Because you gotta add in those type of sounds.
Yeah,
Because
and
when
I
it's
was like-
just the nose break, you're like, that
It doesn't
doesn't
sound
It
sound
sounds
right.
cheap.
Yeah.
It's like I was
Right.
going
It
to
sounds like
ask you.
something's missing.
Yeah.
And
Like,
that's
how
the
does
part
it
that you're like,
work?
trying to fix.
Yeah.
Like-
where it doesn't feel weird.
I always thought like I always wanted to like ask someone who knew like say like you broke your nose on the left hand side of of my frame of what I'm seeing, like now in the mix of the sound, is that final noise going to be mixed more to the left-hand side, so when I'm watching it, it's coming from more there.
Yeah,
because coming from musician...
If you do it in stereo, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because when I'm coming from musician and actually recording my own shit,
Yeah.
like everything's like stereo, my vocals are running up. Like, is it the same for like depth of field? Like if there's a crack way in the background of the shot, like how do they make it sound far away? I've seen amateur film where it's like the I can tell the sound there. It just feels all
just
one.
Mono.
It's all one, and then it's like, but
There's
with
not
like
depth.
when there's like people that actually know what they're doing, it's like, oh, there's actually like depth to the sound.
The depth.
If like, for instance, as an example, like if the shot was just like me way off, like the shots here, I'm like way off in the distance, and all it's happening is like I'm breaking a tree branch, but we like didn't record any of the audio, so you're having to build it from the ground up. Well, the first thing you do is like you put like nat sound, which is just like if it's in outside, it's just like forest sounds.
With
it's
nat
like
sound.
it's literally you take a microphone and just do this.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you just get whatever it sounds
So that's
like.
when I see the boom guys are like, I'm just getting the sound.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're actually doing something.
Yeah, that's like the bottom layer to where it feels
right.
And then from there, it's like, okay, the obvious one is like, let me get like, see if I can find either myself or like on a sound website, like a sound of a real tree branch cracking, and you put it in. And let's just for simplicity's sake say that like that works. To make it sound far away is a mixture of literally like the volume knob on specifically the crack happening, but it's also I don't know if I can describe this properly. It's like there are like effects you can put on it that change the way like that it sounds. So like like reverb and echo and stuff like that. It can like change how the sound is being emitted from the speaker, so that it like you're basically tricking the ear into perceiving that it's farther away than it actually is.
Yeah, like stretching out the sound waves and shit for like how long it takes.
Well, it's not even stretching out the sound waves though. That's the weird part of it. It's literally like I don't even know exactly what's happening like under the hood. All I know is that like in the effects settings, it's like there's literally, at least in the thing that I'm aware of, it's like this digital panel that pulls up, and it has like it's in the reverb specifically in DaVinci Resolve, which is what we edit in and whatever. But the point is that there's a literal like cube thing that you can like stretch, and it has like different presets to it. The cube is basically like a representation of like the size of the space the sound is supposed to be happening in.
Okay.
So if the cube is like small, it's as if it's in a room like this size. But if it's like really big, it's like a cathedral hall.
Sure.
But that's not even like, that's only one aspect of it. There's all these other like knobs that have to do with, like frequencies and stuff
and all that shit.
That's cool.
It's kind of complex. That I don't know a lot about like the fine tuning of all of it, but like in general, it's a lot of like just literally messing with like a general rule of thumb is like if something is far away and you're going with like the perspective of wherever the camera is, especially if there's other characters like in the foreground, if it's supposed to be happening far away, one, it's inherently you're just going to turn the volume knob down on it because it's anything that's far away is supposed to be quieter in general. And there's more to it than that, but that's like the basic, I don't know, explanation of it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the parallels between the books and the films is just like, it's just like, man. Because it's like, ours is just like pretty much the same shit until you get to the storyboard, and then yours like, all right, let's film it, and then we're like, all right, let's draw it.
Yeah.
And then
it diverts from there.
Yeah, and then it's like but the same like the same story building, the same team building, and the same disappointments and failures.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same like creative structure of like when it comes with like I just view it all as like storytelling overall.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the blanketing of like just like media is it like the same with television shows or whatever, print media or songwriting, you know, like
all of it.
Yeah. It's all kind of, especially these days, it's all more mixed together than I think it used to be.
I think a lot more. Like people,
Like,
it
significantly
weaves
more.
in and out. There's all kinds of cool shit that they do nowadays.
Because even when I was here for for Crystal, for like the writing session, one of them for her comic, like I remember during that conversation, the four of us were just, the way that we were talking about, even like, I remember I asked you guys like the page count for like how, especially for like, I was asked about the page count to figure out how long a story could be told in, which for us is literally directly analogous to like, what is the time length that we have to do this
It
in?
usually adds to like page per minute.
Yeah,
It's
and
like
it's,
one
and it's
page is
basically the
1
same
minute.
for like
Give
y'all,
or
at least in
take.
regards to like script writing. Depending on what's happening in a comic. So, but what was very similar about it was almost like getting to the point of like storyboarding, because I know we don't do storyboarding, at least you and I don't do storyboarding as much, but storyboarding is a pretty key, especially for bigger projects. They're pretty key.
Yeah.
Some
Some movies are just made from the storyboard. Look
yeah,
at
like
Mad
the
Max
Matrix,
Fury
like the
Road.
Matrix was made, and Mad Max Fury Road.
Were just
both
made
of
from
which were like
storyboards.
literally the whole movie was like to the point of being like
They
a graphic novel.
Yeah, they,
story.
wow.
they
Like,
basically
the whole
shot
thing.
Yeah, Fury Road as like a graphic novel.
Yeah.
I think he had like
and
a-
you can
yeah.
tell.
Yeah.
You can tell in the film that it's
Yeah.
like this is a fucking comic book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Like-
they just recreate it with real for the
Mhm.
most part shit. I mean, the Matrix was the same way too. They literally did the exact same thing for the Matrix. That's how they got the movie made. Was they hired somebody to just graphic novelize the movie, and they became the storyboards for the movie. So
That's really cool.
Yeah.
there's a lot more overlap than you would think. There's just like and I feel like with us, there's just like this extra step of like, okay, we have to do that. We have to like get people.
Yeah.
And like to act in scenes and like build shit and whatnot. So, but yeah,
Yeah. I think that's about time.
yeah, don't know.
Anything you guys want to plug
yeah.
other than yourself?
Yeah, it's
Didn't mean that in a weird way.
We're about to launch 2 Kickstarter projects next week. Heart Eater Tricks and Teases edition. It's going to be like a double-sized book with a bunch of extras in it, with new spooky Halloween-themed covers, naughty and nice.
an oversized pin.
And a big oversized enamel pin, probably about this big. It's going to have glow-in-the-dark ghosts, and it's like
Oh,
a really
nice.
cute pin-up.
Oh, cool.
Naughty and nice versions of the pin, too, of course.
Hell yeah.
And we're also going to be launching Dick or Treat.
We
Always comes down to dicks. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Where we're collaborating with
Condictancy.
Richard Fairgray, who's an awesome artist, and it's just going to be a book of Halloween-themed penises.
Hell yeah. That's sick. In a good way. I think Halloween themed penis is, put your dick in a costume. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
I want to see that.
You know, it's me too.
Send them to their emails only.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want them.
They don't have you. They don't have my email.
There's no publicly listed email. Don't cry.
Don't look for us.
Yeah, don't
Because you
no.
most likely will find it.
Yeah.
I'm not very that
Yeah.
secretive.
Yeah, yeah.
But if I start receiving costume penises,
Thanks.
I'll
What if
know.
they're really creative, though?
I might just post them on my Instagram.
Yeah, exactly.
Save the best one for daddy, right? Yep.
I'm gonna frame it, put it in my apartment room.
Frame it.
Only if it's like an Iron Man dick with a fully functioning, like,
Yeah,
and
it's
like
a
the
visor.
tip, the
Yeah, the
mask like
visor,
comes
yeah.
out and reveals
That-
itself
no,
and
no.
then comes.
Now that's sick right there.
Yeah,
That's
right.
awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Jarvis. Jarvis, money shot.
I just imagine the thrusters on the ball. Yeah, just
It's
hovering.
out at first.
Oh, my God. Yes.
Well, with that,
I'm Patrick,
I'm Sim.
and we're
Wizard Corp.